So what's up guys, welcome to Atechtimez. I'm Atul and back on the video. In today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to make a stamp using Photoshop. It's really simple to do. Even if you're a beginner, you can see this video and make your own stamp using Photoshop. So let's get started. Before we start, my computer is ready with all the upgrades. If you didn't see my last video, go check it out. I believe it's somewhere right here and in the description box below. So go check it out. And then let's get started making our stamp in using Photoshop. So as you can see guys, I'm in my PC right now and I have my Photoshop opened in a blank document right here. The size doesn't matter as we're gonna crop it anyway in the end. And I'm using the Photoshop 2018 version. As you can see, CC 2018. You can pretty much use any Photoshop version from the CS6 as most of the tools are just available at the start of CS6. So pretty much most of the tools will work. So let me just open the Photoshop, and what we need to do first is draw a circle. There should be a circle tool right there in your toolbar. If it's not, there'll be a rectangle tool. Just hold on it and there should be the circle tool. You can find it. So what you need to do now is draw a circle and make sure it looks like a circle, not a oval. So make sure it looks like a circle. And as you can see, I have drawn a circle. If you want to move this, just click Control T. And then if you want to make it a bigger, just what I prefer doing is just click Alt and then make it bigger. So it's going to make it bigger in the same size as you want. So that's big I want. So I'm just going to click Apply, which is a tick right there on the top. And then what you need to do now is just right click on the Layers tab. There should be a Layers tab in your Photoshop. Right click on the layer and then go to Blend Options. In the Blend Options, it looks something like this. In the Blend option, what you need to do is fill the opacity 0 and then click Stroke, and then you should be formed something like this in the back, as you can see. But we need to, I'm going to make it a bit wider, and then I'm going to go to the Stroke tab and then make it a bit wider. That should be fine. And as you can see, we formed an ring right now. What we need to do is make another one of the same, and we're going to add it in the middle with a bit smaller width. So what I'm going to do is just click on the layer and then click Control J. What Control J does is going to copy it and make a duplicate of the same one. As you can see, there is the main one and that's the copy one. So what I'm going to do in the copy one, just click Control T and I'm just going to click Alt and then just zoom in. I'm just going to scroll it in until it just fits exactly where I want. And after doing some adjusting, it looks something like this. You can't see anything, it just fit perfectly. But what I'm going to do is just go to the blend options in the copied one and then go to the stroke tab and then make it a lot smaller and then click Control T and then make it a bit smaller. This is going to take some trial and error to completely come to a good point, and I'm just going to move this there. Yeah, that should be fine. As you can see, we made a full circle with another circle in the middle. It looks really cool right now. So what we need to do now, add a third circle. Before adding the third circle, what I recommend you do is just make a new one and just open in my new the second window, and I'm just going to make a new one, and in the new tab I'm going to make another circle, and then you don't have to care about the size of the circle. You don't even need to do anything in the circle. What you need to do is go to the text tab right here. You don't have to create a new tab, but I'd like to do it in a new tab as I don't want to ruin anything in this main project. We can just close all the stuff on the side, and we need to go to the text tab right here, which is the horizontal type tool. Just click on it and then just take it near the circle. Let me just zoom in so I can have a better look at it, and take it near the circle. And as you can see, when I take it near the circle, there will be a wiggly line right there. If you see that, just click on it and you can start typing and it will be curved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type something. So as you can see, I wrote subscribe to Atechtimez, and in the layers, what I'm going to do is go to the layers and just delete the circle layer. Let me just click delete. Yes, now there will be a faint line, as you can see. Now we can just bolden our letters, and we can make it a bit bigger, as you can see. And I think the color is different. What I'm going to do is change the color to black, which I want. You can set it to pretty much any color you want. I'm going to do right the same thing other side, and what I'm going to do for that is just copy and paste it. As you can see, there's Atechtimez, subscribe to Atechtimez at the both side. So what we need to do now is very simple. Just go to the move tab and then just move this to the main project, and that's it. It's there in our main project. We can just make it to the size. I'm going to adjust it and set it to the size I want. So as you can see, that's set and that's looking good. What we need to do is add another circle. What I'm going to do is just copy the copied one. As you can see, this is the copied of the main circle. This is what I'm going to do is copy. Oh, we need to first apply it, and then what I'm going to do is just copy it. The copy option is Control J, and then this is the copy of it. And what we do now is just click Control T and zoom down. Click Alt, and I'm going to bring it there. So what I'm going to do now is to the third one, I'm going to apply, and then I'm going to go to the blend options, and then I'm going to make it a bit wider in the stroke tab. That's fine. Click OK. So as you can see, our pretty much the main thing has been completed. It looks something like this. What we need to do is add our photo in the middle. I'm just going to go to the second, which is this one, just add in our photo. What I'm going to do is just add a new layer and delete the old one, which we don't need. And this is the blank document right now with me, and I'm going to add the photo. This is the photo itself. As you can see, this is myself, and I have a photo from one of my videos which I did earlier. So I'm just going to save it. I'm going to copy it and then paste it right here, and that's done. I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, and that's that. What we need to do now is just if you want, you can adjust the levels, brightness, all that stuff. I'm not going to do anything. What I'm going to do is go to the filters tab and go to filter gallery, and in the filter gallery, and it went to my other display. Let me just bring it right here, and this is how it looks. What we need to do is just go to the sketch tab right here, and there should be and stamp filter right there. Just click on it and it should automatically change yours to a stamp one. I know this doesn't look great, but we can adjust it so it's gonna look good. As you can see, that looks good. So we can click OK and we can save it right there. What we need to do now is remove the white lines from the photo back, and that's really simple. What we need to do is just go to the layers and go to blend options. In the blend option, there should be this layer. Just bring it a bit further, and that should be that. As you can see, that's done right now. So what we need to do is use the same method, which is click on the move tool and move it to the main project, and then I'll drop it right here. In the layers tab, what I'm going to do is just place it at the second layer. As you can see, this is the first layer, that's the second layer right here. So right now I'm going to click Control T and then place it right there and set it to the position where I want, and then place it right there, and that should be fine. And what I'm going to do is just reduce the opacity to around 60%, and then go to the eraser tab, apply it, and then go to the eraser tab and erase the excess out of the photo which we don't need. That's there. Now I'm going to make it 100% back, and that's pretty much it. We made our own rubber stamp right here, and it looks really cool. If you want, you can add a background, which I am going to do right now. Let me know in the comment section how you find this tutorial. If you find this helpful, subscribe to the channel.